What if you could get the clean, compact feel of a modern desktop setup without spending a fortune on premium hardware? That's exactly where the AMD Phone enters the conversation. At first glance, this tiny mini PC immediately reminds people of the latest Mac Mini designs. The smooth square body, rounded edges, minimalist look, and ultra-compact size make it feel far more premium than most budget computers on the market today. But the real story is not just about how it looks. The AMD Phone is designed for people who want a practical everyday computer that can handle web browsing, office work, online classes, streaming, media playback, light editing, and even home server tasks without taking over an entire desk. In a world where giant desktop towers are slowly becoming unnecessary for normal users, machines like this are becoming incredibly popular because they focus on efficiency, simplicity, and value instead of raw gaming power. The moment you place the AMD Phone on a desk, you notice how little space it takes. You can hide it behind a monitor, place it beside a keyboard setup, or even use it in a living room entertainment center. It blends naturally into modern workspaces because it avoids the flashy gamer aesthetic that dominates so many budget PCs. Instead of aggressive RGB lighting and bulky plastic, the AMD Phone keeps things clean and professional. And despite its tiny size, the connectivity options are surprisingly useful for daily life. Depending on the version, you typically get multiple USB ports, HDMI, Ethernet, audio output, wireless connectivity, Bluetooth support, and enough flexibility to connect dual monitors, external drives, speakers, keyboards, controllers, and other accessories. For most people, this tiny system already covers everything they need from a desktop computer. But of course, design alone means nothing if performance cannot keep up. Thankfully, modern low-power processors have improved dramatically over the past few years. The AMD Phone usually comes equipped with energy-efficient Intel processors designed for everyday computing rather than heavy professional workloads. That means this machine is not trying to compete with expensive gaming rigs or workstation computers. You are not buying this to edit Hollywood movies, train AI models, or run massive AAA games at ultra settings. Instead, the focus here is smooth daily usability, and honestly, for the majority of users, that is exactly what matters most. Boot times are fast thanks to SSD storage, applications launch quickly, web browsing feels responsive, and even multitasking between Office apps, YouTube, and video calls works surprisingly well. You can comfortably handle online meetings, Microsoft Office work, cloud applications, email management, Netflix streaming, Spotify, social media, and school projects without major issues. This is where mini PCs become fascinating because they prove how powerful basic computing has become. Years ago, tiny low-cost systems felt painfully slow, but now even compact, affordable machines can deliver a smooth, everyday experience. The SSD storage plays a huge role in this. Fast storage changes the entire feel of a computer. Windows boots quickly, apps respond instantly, and the system feels modern instead of sluggish. Many AMD Phone models also support RAM or storage upgrades, which is a huge advantage because it gives users flexibility for the future. Instead of replacing the entire machine later, you may simply add more memory or install a larger SSD. That makes the system more future-proof and practical for long-term use. Another area where the AMD Phone becomes extremely interesting is media server usage. Tiny low-power mini PCs are becoming very popular among people building affordable home entertainment systems. Imagine connecting large external drives filled with movies, TV shows, music collections, and family photos. Then you install media server software like Plex, Jellyfin, or Emby. Suddenly this small silent box transforms into the streaming center of your entire home. You can access your content on smart TVs, phones, tablets, or laptops from different rooms. Because the AMD Phone consumes very little power, it can stay on all day and night without creating huge electricity costs or excessive heat. That makes it perfect for lightweight home server tasks like file sharing, media streaming, backups, cloud storage experiments, or even smart home management. Of course, it is not an enterprise server or high-performance workstation, but for normal households, it offers more than enough capability. And one of the best things about these mini PCs is how quiet they are. Large gaming desktops often produce constant fan noise and heat, especially under load. The AMD Phone is much more relaxed. During normal tasks like browsing, watching videos, or office work, the system remains fairly quiet and energy efficient. That makes it ideal for bedrooms, study rooms, offices, or living rooms where loud fans become annoying over time. Thermal performance is naturally limited by the compact size, but for the intended workloads, the cooling system generally handles things well. Casual gaming is another area where expectations need to stay realistic. This is not a hardcore gaming machine, but surprisingly, lightweight and older games can run quite comfortably. Games like Minecraft, Valorant, Roblox, indie games, retro emulation, and cloud gaming services work much better than many people expect. Streaming platforms and cloud gaming are also changing how people use budget PCs because users no longer need extremely powerful local hardware for every gaming experience. For students and younger users, the AMD phone can easily become a versatile entertainment and study machine at the same time. Another major advantage is portability. Unlike traditional desktop towers, you can easily move this mini PC between rooms, offices, or even carry it during travel setups. Some people even mount mini PCs behind monitors to create an all-in-one clean workspace appearance. That flexibility is one reason compact computing is growing so quickly, but no product is perfect, and the AMD phone does have limitations. Heavy multitasking with demanding creative applications can slow things down. Professional video editing, advanced 3D rendering, modern AAA gaming, and large-scale productivity workloads are outside its comfort zone. Upgrade options are also more limited compared to full desktop towers. Cooling capacity is naturally smaller because of the compact chassis, but honestly, none of those limitations are surprising because this machine is not trying to target power users. The real appeal of the AMD phone is balance. It balances affordability, size, efficiency, appearance, and practical everyday performance in a way that makes sense for modern users. In many ways, it represents the future direction of consumer computing. More people are realizing they simply do not need huge, expensive desktop systems anymore. Most daily activities now happen through browsers, cloud apps, streaming services, and lightweight software. And for those tasks, a compact, efficient mini PC can deliver an experience that feels almost identical to far more expensive systems. That is why products like the AMD phone are becoming increasingly popular among students, families, office workers, minimalists, and home server enthusiasts. It offers the visual appeal of premium compact desktops while staying within a much more accessible budget range. And perhaps that is the most important thing about this machine. It does not try to be the fastest computer in the world. It simply tries to be useful, quiet, compact, affordable, efficient, and practical. For many people, that combination is far more valuable than extreme benchmark numbers. So while the AMD phone may look like a Mac Mini alternative on the outside, its real strength is offering everyday users a simple modern computing experience without unnecessary complexity or massive cost. And honestly, in today's world, that might be exactly what most people are actually looking for.